Ya Allah. Allahu Akbar! Al-Maut al-Amerika!
Since October, Houthi militants in Yemen shot down 5 U.S.-operated MQ-9 Reapers. Bigger than some planes, Reapers are unmanned aerial systems primarily used for ISR, that's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. But they do have the ability to carry some munitions, like Hellfire missiles.
Is that alarming to you as an intelligence officer to hear of so many Reapers going down and being recovered?
That's a good question. I think, first of all, what it does is it helps to detail what the difference is between counterinsurgency operations and the conventional fight.
Jonathan Molick is a U.S. intelligence officer with 30 years of experience. He says Reapers first started flying during the U.S. wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, when coalition forces enjoyed total air superiority.
We had the ability to fly any assets, fixed wing, UAS, remotely piloted aircraft, we call them now, with impunity, really.
Today, the Houthis are using Iranian-supplied SA-6 air defense missiles, which are finally proving capable of downing 20-plus-year-old U.S. technology. And Molick says maybe that's why we're not seeing something else with the downing of these Reapers. Really, any attempt by the U.S. military to scuttle the tech before it falls into enemy hands. According to Molick, the military would likely move to destroy the hardware if it carried technology the enemy doesn't already know about.
It all really depends on which capabilities are on the device, are on the asset at the time. And some of these capabilities are widely known. They have electrical-optical sensors where we basically just take images and video. It has synthetic aperture radar, which is something that was even developed in the 50s, but is becoming a little bit more capable now. Those type of technologies, if you will, are not something that we're all too concerned about. Pretty much everybody knows that we use those.
Molick says the Reapers flying over Yemen right now are likely some of the more basic models, which are already being copied by the North Koreans and the Iranians. Last year, the Russians were able to force a Reaper into the Black Sea after a Russian fighter jet collided with the drone. That particular craft was running some advanced software, which the DoD was able to wipe remotely before the Reaper crashed. So after 20-plus years of gathering intel, mostly unabated, Molick says the Reaper needs to adapt, and it is.
And so they're trying to find the best way to integrate these assets within a whole system of Air Force technologies. And I can say that is the case. They're adding communications packages. They're adding advanced radar defense capabilities. And what they want to see is, as you had mentioned, these MQ-9 Reapers or the Gray Eagle, which is the Army version, the MQ-1C, into a greater network of assets that are flying around at the same time.
One example of the Reaper's adaptation, pairing it with an Apache attack helicopter, part of a concept called manned-unmanned teaming. Molick says the Apache pilot could tell the Reaper to perform duties the helicopter can't, acting as a more direct force multiplier.
That's what we're going to see going forward into the future, and those are the type of capabilities and technologies you won't see on the Reapers that are flying over Yemen right now because they don't need them.
So Reapers are definitely not going away anytime soon. Molick says they're just too capable a platform to ditch, so they'll be upgraded and integrated accordingly, like many of the other highly capable systems in the DoD's inventory. Think the Bradley IFV or the B-52. Long live the buff. Also, it's important to note it's not just the United States that will be using Reapers for years to come. Other countries are too. In fact, India just bought 31 Reapers from the U.S. for just under $4 billion. For more of our reporting about the latest U.S. weapons tech, or for more on the conflict with the Houthis, download the Straight Arrow News app today or visit us at san.com. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Ryan Robertson.